Please, how can I fix this if you don't stand still?
Hollywood has given us stars who shone brightly but left us far too soon. In this video, we'll remember legendary actors who died young.
Well, this is sort of silly. Thelma!
Dorothy Dell, 1915 to 1934, 19 years old. Dorothy Dell was a former child beauty pageant winner whose transition to Hollywood seemed full of promise. She appeared in films like Wharf Angel, and her sassy charm often drew comparisons to Mae West. Under contract with Paramount, her career was poised to flourish. Tragically, on June 8, 1934, Dell died in a car crash near San Diego at just 19 years old. The driver, a friend who survived, was allegedly drunk. Her funeral drew 10,000 mourners, and Paramount shelved her unfinished film, Limehouse Blues, symbolizing how quickly golden futures could vanish. Dorothy Dell's untimely death serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of life, even for those destined for stardom. Robert Walker, 1918 to 1951, 32 years old. Robert Walker was a talented actor best remembered for his chilling performance as Bruno Anthony in Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train. Born in Utah, Walker began his career in theater before transitioning to Hollywood, where his boyish charm and emotional depth made him a standout in films such as Since You Went Away and The Clock. Despite his professional success, Walker struggled with alcoholism and mental health issues, which strained his marriage to actress Jennifer Jones and led to multiple hospitalizations. Tragically, in August 1951, Walker suffered a fatal reaction to a sedative administered during psychiatric treatment, ending his life at just 32. His sudden death shocked Hollywood, as he had recently delivered one of his most memorable performances. Though his career was brief, Walker left a lasting impression as a gifted actor whose potential was never fully realized due to personal demons. Dorothy Stratten, 1960 to 1980, 20 years old. Dorothy Stratten's rise from a Vancouver waitress to Playboy Playmate of the Year in 1980 marked her as a young star on the verge of Hollywood success. She also appeared in Galaxina, embodying the American dream with her charm and talent. Director Peter Bogdanovich recognized her potential and cast her in They All Laughed, with rumors swirling about a possible affair during filming. Tragically, on August 14, 1980, Stratten was murdered at just 20 years old by her estranged husband, Paul Snider. Her death exposed the darker realities behind the glamour of the entertainment industry and inspired the film Star 80. Bogdanovich later controversially married her younger sister, a move seen as an attempt to reclaim lost love, leaving a complex legacy intertwined with tragedy. Thelma Todd, 1906 to 1935, 29 years old. Thelma Todd was one of Hollywood's most beloved comedians, known for her work in over 120 films, including classic shorts with Laurel and Hardy. Nicknamed the Ice Cream Blonde, she also opened a popular seaside cafe that became a hotspot for celebrities and allegedly mobsters. Her infectious laugh and girl-next-door charm made her a favorite of Depression-era audiences. On December 16, 1935, Todd was found dead in her car inside a garage. Her death was officially ruled as carbon monoxide poisoning, but the suspicious circumstances, including her rumored ties to organized crime and a violent ex-lover, led to persistent theories of murder. The case remains one of Hollywood's most enduring mysteries. Her death at 29 cut short what could have been a transition to leading roles in talkies, leaving fans to wonder about the career that might have been. Jean Harlow, 1911 to 1937, 26 years old. Jean Harlow, known as Hollywood's first platinum blonde sex symbol, revolutionized the film industry with her combination of raw sexuality and sharp wit. She starred in classics like Dinner at 8 and Libeled Lady, breaking the mold for female stars and becoming one of MGM's highest-paid actresses by the age of 25. Off-screen, her life was tumultuous, marked by several brief marriages and ongoing health struggles. On July 9, 1937, Harlow tragically passed away from kidney failure at just 26. Her mother's adherence to Christian Science beliefs had delayed critical medical treatment, sparking outrage among fans and the public. Thousands lined the streets for her funeral, and MGM famously used a body double to complete her final film, a grim reminder of her immense box office power and lasting legacy. Bobby Driscoll, 1937 to 1968, 31 years old. Bobby Driscoll was one of Disney's first major child stars, winning a Juvenile Academy Award for his role in The Window and famously voicing Peter Pan in Disney's 1953 animated classic. His youthful charm and natural talent made him a household name, but as he grew older, Hollywood lost interest in him. Struggling with the transition to adult roles, Driscoll turned to drugs, which led to arrests, a downward spiral, and eventually homelessness, leaving him estranged from his family. In March 1968, Driscoll's body was discovered in an abandoned New York tenement, having died from heart failure related to drug abuse. Shockingly, he was buried in an unmarked potter's field, and his identity remained unknown until his mother requested a fingerprint match years later. His tragic end starkly contrasted with his early fame, serving as a cautionary tale about the dark side of child stardom. Olive Thomas, 1894 to 1920, 25 years old. Olive Thomas was one of Hollywood's earliest flapper stars, rising from a Ziegfeld Folly showgirl to silent film darling with hits like The Flapper. Her marriage to Jack Pickford, Mary Pickford's brother, made them Hollywood's it couple. Despite her success, Thomas's life was marked by tragedy. During a trip to Paris in September 1920, she accidentally ingested mercury bichloride, a topical medication mistaken for water or alcohol. She died days later at the age of 25. Her death was ruled an accident, but it led to stricter studio oversight of young stars, marking her as one of the first casualties of Hollywood's access and excess. Simone Silva, 1928 to 1957, 29 years old. British actress Simone Silva gained notoriety at the 1954 Cannes Film Festival when a photo captured a scandalous moment. Her dress slipped while posing with Robert Mitchum. The incident overshadowed her minor film career, though she continued working in European cinema. Silva struggled with the pressures of fame and Hollywood's strict beauty standards in an era long before body positivity was recognized. Her tragic end came on September 20, 1957, when she suffered a fatal stroke at just 29. Doctors attributed it to complications from extreme dieting and the harsh demands of show business at the time. Silva's death became a cautionary tale, highlighting the immense pressures actors face to maintain their image and the often unseen costs of fame. Russ Columbo, 1908 to 1934, 26 years old. Russ Columbo was a talented crooner and heartthrob of the early 1930s, often compared to Bing Crosby. His velvety voice, charm, and matinee idol looks made him a sensation on radio, and he was poised to break into films. Columbo was also a gifted composer, showcasing rare versatility for the era. Tragically, on September 2, 1934, Columbo died at just 26 in a freak accident. A friend was examining an antique dueling pistol when it accidentally discharged, striking him in the eye. His untimely death shocked fans and colleagues alike. The incident inspired the ballast of Russ Columbo in the 1950s, immortalizing his what-if legacy alongside other young stars whose lives were cut far too short. James Dean, 1931 to 1955, 24 years old. James Dean became an enduring symbol of youthful rebellion despite having starred in only 3 major films: East of Eden, Rebel Without a Cause, and Giant. His intense method acting, combined with an androgynous cool, redefined masculinity for a generation. Off-screen, his love of fast cars and introspective diaries added to his enigmatic persona. Tragically, on September 30, 1955, Dean's Porsche Spyder collided with another vehicle in Cholame, California, killing him instantly at just 24 years old. The crash site became a morbid pilgrimage for fans, and his posthumous Oscar nomination cemented his legendary status. Decades later, even script pages from Somebody Up There Likes Me sold for millions, proof of his enduring cultural impact. Rudolph Valentino, 1895 to 1926, 31 years old. Rudolph Valentino, known as the great lover of silent cinema, was Hollywood's first true sex symbol. Born in Italy, he emigrated to the U.S. and quickly found fame with films like The Sheik and The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, where his smoldering looks and passionate performances captivated audiences worldwide. Valentino became an international sensation, embodying the exotic romantic hero and setting the standard for future leading men. However, his personal life was tumultuous, marked by scandals and 2 short-lived marriages. In August 1926, Valentino collapsed from severe stomach pain, was diagnosed with peritonitis, and died following emergency surgery at just 31. His death sent shockwaves around the globe, prompting mass hysteria as fans flooded hospitals and funeral homes. More than 100,000 mourners attended his New York funeral, and his legend only grew posthumously, cementing his status as one of Hollywood's most iconic and tragic figures. Even decades later, Valentino's style, charm, and magnetic screen presence continue to influence actors and filmmakers. His image as the ultimate romantic lead remains a touchstone in popular culture, and his films are still celebrated for their intensity and allure. Despite his short life, Valentino left an indelible mark on cinema, forever remembered as the silent era's most captivating star. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments. It really helps the channel grow.